Lesson number 19, unit rate. So a unit rate. A unit rate is when when a rate is expressed as the quantity per one unit. This is called the unit rate. So, for example, every day we see miles per hour. So you got 55 miles per 1 hour. Per 1 hour, that's our unit rate. Or if something costs, $4, per pound. All right, that's a unit rate. All right, it tells us how much per one, whatever that unit is, it's telling us how much it is per one. So let's look at this problem. It says George drives a delivery route that covers 320 miles each day. He works 8 hours each day. How many miles does George drive each hour? All right, so this is how you set up a unit rate problem. So we start with the information they give us. He says he gives 320 miles. I'm going to write M for miles in 8 hours. All right, he drives 320 miles each day. He works 8 hours per day. All right, so I've got 320 miles. I've got 8 hours. So I need to figure out how many miles does he drive each hour. So you have to make sure your measurements match. So if I have 320 miles on top, that means I'm going to have 320 miles on top here. If I have hours, I have 8 hours on the bottom there. That means I'm going to have hours on the bottom there. Make sure your measurements are matching up. Don't flip them around because that'll give you the wrong answer. So I need to get from, and it already told me I need to find out how much in 1 hour. So I need to find out how many miles in 1 hour. So the way you set it up is like this. Well, look, I need to get from 8 hours to 1 hour. Well, I'm going down. I'm going from 8 to 1. And if I'm going down, that means I'm going to divide. So I set up my problem like this. I'm going to divide by blank. Okay, again, it's going down. I'm going from 8 hours to 1 hour. So I'm going down. So 8 divided by what is 1? Well, the answer is 8. 8 hours divided by 8 gives me 1 hour. So, like always, whatever you do to the bottom, you've got to do to the top. So if we're dividing the bottom by 8, we're going to divide the top by 8 also. Now I just go across. What's 320 divided by 8? Well, that gives me 40, and there's my answer. 40 miles in 1 hour. So if I look over here, the answer is 30 miles per hour. Let's look at another problem. Juanita sold 30 hamburgers at the ballpark and made $210. How much did each hamburger cost? So I need to find out the cost for one hamburger. How much did each hamburger cost? So I'm going to start with the information they gave me. Ready? So she made $210 and she sold 30 hamburgers. So that's giving me my ratio right there. So I put H down here for hamburgers. She sold 30 hamburgers. She made $210. So what do I need to get to? I need to find out how much money. So again, with money's on the top here, how much money she made if she sold one hamburger. Here's one hamburger. So that's the blank spot I got to fill out. How much money did she make for one hamburger? So I have to get from 30 to 1. So again, if I'm going down, if I start with 30 and I need to get to one hamburger, that's a division problem because I'm going down. I'm going from 30 to 1. So how do I get from 30 to 1? Well, 30 divided by 30 is 1. Well, as always, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. If I divide by 30 at the bottom, I'm going to divide by 30 on the top. So then I just plug it in. What's 210 divided by 30? It gives me 7. So what did she sell? She sold $7 per hamburger. Now let's look at one last problem. Same kind of problem. It says Lauren installed 84 ceramic tiles in 6 hours. How many tiles does she install per hour? So again, I start off with the information they gave me. She got 84 ceramic tiles. I'm just going to write C in 6 hours. So this is my ratio. This is what I start with. What do I need to get to? Well, I need to find out how many ceramics, again, ceramics is on top, how many ceramic tiles she did in 1 hour. So again, my measurements match up. So I got 84 ceramic tiles in 6 hours. I need to find out how many ceramic tiles in 1 hour. So again, I'm going from 6 to 1. I'm going down. And if you're going down, you need to use division. So 6 divided by what gives me 1? Well, 6 divided by 6 gives me 1. Whatever I do to the bottom, I've got to do to the top. So I do 6 on top. So now I just need to divide 84 divided by 6, and it gives me 14. Juanita installed 14 tiles per hour.